What is it that gives us power over the world? It's the fact that we're the most intelligent. And what happens when we're not the most intelligent? How would we maintain power over these entities that are much more intelligent, therefore much more powerful than us? Most observers and experts would say we're on this path towards superhuman intelligence and we're not prepared for success. So we're investing hundreds of billions of dollars into a technology that, if eventually it succeeds, could be civilization ending, could be a huge catastrophe. There are many misuses that are already occurring. For example, autonomous weapons guided by AI software can actually go out, find potential targets, decide who to kill, and kill them. Because it doesn't require any human supervision, one person can launch an attack with millions of weapons. They can be selective, so you can wipe out, just the males between 12 and 70, or people of a particular ethnic group. They don't leave a huge radioactive smoking crater, and they're cheap and easy to proliferate. It's hard to see any dimension on which they're not more dangerous than nuclear weapons. Major countries, the US, the United Kingdom, Russia, are currently blocking progress on a treaty. The Turkish arms manufacturer who's selling them quadcopters that can autonomously find, track, and kill human beings. They are for sale, and Turkey is promising to use them against the Kurds. So that's one misuse. Surveillance, control. Authoritarian governments are already starting to use AI to keep track of their citizens in the way that the Stasi used to do in East Germany, except that the Stasi required almost 20% of the adult population to do this job. The AI is going to do it for you, so you'll have your own personal Stasi agent keeping an eye on you 24 hours a day. You can also use it for control, because if you know exactly what people are doing 24/7, you can give them a score. Sort of like we use credit scores, except it would be much more pervasive. I guess I should mention actually social media. On social media, content selection, news feed selection, these are all made by algorithms, and they're learning algorithms, and they're designed to optimize one thing: revenue generation for the platform. They want you to click on things, and you might think, okay, the best way to get you to click on things is to send you stuff that you like. And that's probably what I think they thought the algorithms were going to do. What those methods did instead was actually to modify people so that they would be more predictable and therefore better sources of revenue. The result is that the algorithms have modified people to have much more extreme political views or tastes in violence or tastes in pornography. So I think for many observers, this is a catastrophe, that it's basically unraveling our democracies. It may be unraveling our social relationships. This is actually an example of the general problem with how we think about AI. If you make systems that are either intelligent or deployed on a global scale, or both, and they are tasked to pursue an objective that is not correctly specified, it's very hard to undo. This is the case now even with these simple learning algorithms. If we have AI systems that are more intelligent in a general sense than human beings, it's going to be impossible to interfere with their pursuit of the objective that we've given them. Super intelligent AI climate control system. You say, okay, you want to reduce carbon dioxide to pre-industrial levels. The system figures out that the cause of all this carbon dioxide is people, so get rid of the people, solve the problem. Second wish, if you have a second wish, I didn't mean that. What I meant was get the carbon dioxide under control without killing anybody. Okay, fine, then we'll just run a multi-decade social media, social engineering campaign to convince people not to have any children. And then in 75 years or so, we'll have got rid of all the people, and then we can fix the climate problem. Maybe you don't get a third wish after that. So let's not design AI systems that way. Let's not put fixed objectives into the machine. This is advice actually not just for AI, but many other disciplines that form a big part of our civilization. In economics, corporations try to maximize profit. We know that maximizing profit while ignoring externalities is a really bad thing. In fact, you look at the climate crisis, it's the result of a super intelligent machine, the fossil fuel industry, outwitting the human race in pursuit of a badly specified objective, namely profit while ignoring the costs to the climate. They executed a 50-year plan to keep pumping out oil and carbon dioxide while subverting the governments so that we couldn't interfere with this process. So this notion of putting in a fixed objective is a form of design or engineering that actually doesn't work. So what do we do instead? We design machines so that their only purpose in life is to be of benefit to human beings, meaning to act in such a way that human objectives, not machine objectives, but human objectives are satisfied. Once we have methods that are provably safe and provably beneficial, we have to have strict